That Wembanyama simultaneously put behind him his angry outburst in Game 4 and fired back from it in the most profound way was impressive for a 22-year-old. He had the basketball world's eyes upon him and dialed up his game across the board, offense, defense, guile, intensity, to 11. Wembanyama hadn't spoken publicly since his banishment from the Target Center Bowl for slamming his right elbow into Wolves forward Naz Reid's neck in the second quarter that night. He answered primarily with his play, sparking the Spurs with 18 points in the first 12 minutes Tuesday. But when he did talk afterward, it was clear he burned to set things right. After hemming and hawing initially at the podium, Wembanyama's voice stiffened. "I feel like the rage baiting would have been one of the strategies," he said, "so I feel like I had to stay composed." The 7'4" funhouse masterpiece handled the expected banging and jostling of the 2026 playoffs, avoided any particular confrontation and went about paying back Minnesota in the manner that hurt most. He and his Spurs teammates had each other's back and it showed, in the focus that had them hitting 53% of their shots, in the greed of grabbing 68 of their points in the paint, and in the defensive cohesiveness that limited the Wolves to 32 fewer field goals. "The one word I like to use is just, mature," Spurs coach Mitch Johnson said. "There's a lot that's happened in the last 48 hours since that last game, and how that young man came out and played in a variety of situations, not just his production, was very mature." Third quarter told the tale. The best thing Minnesota managed all night was its response after halftime, the effectiveness it showed in erasing San Antonio's 59-47 lead in almost no time. Barely 4 minutes passed before the Wolves, following Anthony Edwards and Ayo Dosunmo's leads, pulled even at 61-61. The worst thing Minnesota did all night, alas, was letting go of the game's rope from there. The Spurs outscored them 30-12 the rest of that quarter and 65-36 from the tie to the final horn. The Wolves' concentration and discipline waned, and maybe some of their stamina too. They trailed by as much as 30 points in the fourth. "We went away from what was working," Minnesota coach Chris Finch said, "and then our defense was crazy 30 points in I think the last 7 minutes of the third quarter. A lot of it was just ball contain. Offensively we found something that was working, and then we started breaking off plays. That's my job. I've got to get us back on track, that's on me." 3. Keldon Johnson brings the sixth-man energy. The ingredients that went into Johnson's sixth-man award-winning regular season, aggressiveness, energy, scoring skills, bravado and a tiny conscience on the court, had been in short supply in the playoffs. He had averaged just 7.3 points on 38% shooting, contributing only single digits in points in 7 of the Spurs' 9 games. That changed Tuesday. Johnson scored 21 points in 22 minutes on 8 for 11 shooting. He matched by himself Minnesota's 3 best bench scorers, kept possessions alive, drew fouls to take air out of the Wolves' defense and made a nuisance of himself as long as he was in the game. The sturdy native of Chesterfield, VA, by way of a single season at Kentucky was one of those Manu Ginobili Tony Parker draft picks by San Antonio, number 29 in 2019, and he played like that. He was just being himself, Mitch Johnson said. He wasn't trying to do something or be anything. As he's shown in his career, when he plays with that energy, the basketball finds him. He's in the middle of plays, he's in gang rebound situations. He's a catalyst for that energy and that physicality and that dynamic of our team, and we need it. He wasn't alone. Rookie Dylan Harper is such an essential member of San Antonio's three-headed